Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video I wanted to talk about the newest medication for endometriosis, which is Orilissa. I believe this came out in November of this past year here in Canada anyways. I'm not sure on its release date in the States. I'm not sure if they got it a little bit sooner than us because we do have to get it approved through Health Canada here. So I just learned about this medication actually from a commercial. Luckily enough, they're actually starting to do a little bit of advertising for endometriosis, which only this past year has been the case. I have never once seen any other commercials for either endometriosis symptoms or endometriosis medication. So this is pretty exciting for me. I like shushed my husband as soon as it came out. I'm like, what is this? A new medication? Oh my God. And so I asked him to be quiet so that I could hear what it was about. And so for those of you who have watched my previous videos, you will know that I did stop taking the Lupron shot. So I had taken it for a 6-month time period and it did actually work for me. That's the best type of medication and treatment that I've had so far for my endometriosis symptoms. It definitely decreased the pain significantly. The second shot of Lupron didn't do as good as the first shot, and I just needed a break from all the medications that I had been on for like a 3-year time period. And I decided to try to maybe manage it through natural ways, and I have not had success. I have been struggling quite a bit. If you've seen my previous kind of breakdown video, I have been trying everything I possibly can. I have tried all the diets. I have tried, naturopathic medication, homeopathic medication. I have tried a lot of things. So I had gone to my gynecologist and just really had a good conversation with her about if she felt that there was any possibility that these natural ways that I was trying to relieve my endometriosis symptoms would have a chance of working. Sometimes doctors have negative feelings towards anything natural, or they're kind of skeptical about it. My doctor is really, really good. She's even the one who suggested trying a plant-based diet because some people did have success with decrease in symptoms with that. So she was really good to talk to. She broke it down for me because I have been on a 6-month time period of absolutely no medication, just trying to manage things naturally, trying all different types of herbal medications and ways to solve this myself. She said the level of my pain, where my pain's at right now, she doesn't believe that anything that I'm doing is going to help. And she had said that sometimes women with a little bit less pain response to the endometriosis disease will have success with those, but those of us with a high pain response to endometriosis, where you're in pain every single day, it's highly unlikely for that to do anything. That doesn't mean I would at all discourage anybody from trying something. Some things work for other people and some things just don't work for yourself. So you have to try yourself to find a way that you're happy with to manage it. So in this appointment, we discussed my 2 options were then either going back on the Lupron shot, which I have already tried. I didn't have a ton of horrible side effects from it, and it worked fairly well. I knew what to expect, but I did talk to her about the Orilissa medication. And she had recommended that I try that. Just, you never know. It might work way better for me, just the formulation, than the Lupron shot. So I might have a really good effect rather than on the Lupron where, I had a good effect but still had some pain. So maybe I would have no pain on this. Who knows? So I just wanted to go over a few things that I found out about the Orilissa medication just to help you along a little bit if you are in the same position as me and know nothing about it, know nothing about coverage or how it works or anything. So I'll start off with how I was told it works. It is similar to Lupron. So it does put you in a menopausal state. You do then have to take the add-back therapy just to protect your bones and also help so that you don't get like a bunch of hot flashes and stuff, which are not fun. So the difference that I was told by my doctor is just that Lupron is a shot, so you're stuck with it for the 3-month time period, whereas Orilissa is a pill. So you can stop taking it if you have any side effects or anything. As for coverage for Orilissa, now Lupron is considered an exceptional drug through Health Canada. So usually what that means is that Health Canada will cover a certain percentage of the medication or all of the medication, depending on the case. For me here in Saskatchewan, I'm not sure if it's the same in all the provinces or how that all works. But in Saskatchewan, it's covered for a 6-month time period. Then you have to take a 6-month break and then it's covered again. So Orilissa, unfortunately, is not covered. So I had contacted my pharmacy. They had called just to see if it was kind of the same as the Lupron, and I think it's just because it's too new of a medication. It hasn't gone through the whole process yet. So hopefully it will be covered one of these days, and I have emailed a few places to try to get in contact with somebody that could help request that this be an exceptional drug as well. It is not as expensive as Lupron. It's about half the price. So for a 3-month time period of the Orilissa medication, it is just about $600. I think it was $570 for the 3 months, whereas Lupron is $1,200. I have found out how you can get a little bit of coverage for the Orilissa medication. So the company that makes Lupron also makes Orilissa, and they both have a 20% off coverage. So what you have to do to apply for that coverage is you actually have to contact your doctor's office, and your doctor's office has to call the company, which is, I think, AbbVie Care it's called. So they have to contact the company, request a form from them to apply for the coverage, and then your doctor will go ahead and fill out all the information that's necessary, send it back in, and then the company contacts you, and then they go over a few pointers about the medication. They get a little bit of your background and your history just to make sure it's the appropriate medication for you, and then they go ahead and contact your pharmacy and set up the 20% off like coupon or whatever with your pharmacy. So I'm going to give you guys the number here for the AbbVie Care, just so that you can tell your doctor's office what number to call. They can call there, set everything up for you, and then you should get a phone call. Usually within 24 hours, they'll give you a call. So the phone number for AbbVie Care is 1-844-458-7766. So just have your doctor's office fill out that form for you. They'll contact you. It takes about 15 minutes to half an hour on the phone, so just be aware of that, and just be aware that when they call you back, it is the 844 number, so pick up the phone. And they'll just go over a few things with you, get it set up with your pharmacy, and it takes about 2 days after talking with them to get it set up with your pharmacy to have that 20% off. I know it's not much, but if you do have 80% coverage through work or anything, then getting the 20% on top, you shouldn't have to pay anything for the actual Orilissa medication, just for the add-back therapy. For those of us who do not have any coverage, I am self-employed, my husband's self-employed, we don't have any coverage, so at least 20% is something. It's not a lot, but it helps a little bit. So I did pick up my prescription today. I will be starting it in a couple days. It does have to start after your period, is what I was told by my gynecologist, so I'm just waiting for that to finish up, and then I'll start the medication in a couple of days. You take 1 tablet once a day, and then you will take your add-back therapy on top of that. So this is what it looks like here. my pharmacist joked that this is why we have to pay so much for the medication, is this fancy, I don't know if you can see that, this fancy packaging, which I would rather it come in a paper bag, just loose pills, than have to pay for it, but it is what it is. So they come in 7-day packages. I don't know why that is. It's kind of confusing, and it takes up so much space. Like, it's a huge box for only 28 days worth, whereas like usually, you know, you're used to the 28-day packet of your birth control pills or whatever. It's like this tiny little thing. I don't know. So that's what it comes in. So these individual little packages for the 7 days. I'm just gonna open one up here. Ooh, yeah, this is fancy. So that's what it looks like. If you can see that, yeah. So there are 7 days worth in each one of these little boxes. They are ginormous pills, but whatever. Okay, so that's what they look like. I will give you guys an update on the progress, what I have been experiencing with it. Like I said, I haven't started taking them yet, so I don't know exactly what are gonna be the side effects or anything. I was told the side effects, again, similar to Lupron, but it is hot flashes and headaches was 2 of the major side effects of this medication. So that is all the information I have for you right now on the Orilissa medication. If you do have any questions, just leave it in the description box below. I will do my best to answer anything that I didn't cover in this video, and I will keep you up to date on what I'm experiencing with this medication, how it's going, any side effects that I'm having, or any results that I have. I'll do a follow-up video on that. I will see you guys next time. Bye.